Welcome everyone, Mr. Fixin here. Hey tubers, look, I had a lot of requests about, or questions about this Whirlpool washer, so I'm going to go through it real quick with you. I don't have any water here, so as per requested, I won't be able to run a load through it, but I'm going to try and explain the whole thing to you. So, if you're having a problem, this tutorial may help you. Okay, so this washer is accessible by the internet. Now, most appliances that I've found, it's best for you to go to the internet. Okay, so for an example is I just bought a TV. I could not make all my adjustments and settings precisely unless I went to the app, downloaded my TV, and then I could set everything up the way I wanted. I could not do that till I went online. So on this, you got to download the Whirlpool app. Okay, you're going to press, your remote. You're going to make sure it's on first off. And then when you're prompted on the app, you're going to press your remote enable. Now, like every other app, you're going to have to set up, an account and everything else. But once you set up this machine on your app, then it'll all be preset. And then every time you use it, it'll do the same thing unless you come in here and you reset it through all these buttons. Okay, so I suggest you do that first. All the language setting, the more options, your favorite setting is all set through the internet. But like I said, you don't have to do it every time. Just do it one time. And then you'll have a favorite setting. So when you're using it and that's the setting you usually use, you just press the favorite setting and it'll go to that right away. Then if you do blankets or towels or heavy bulky stuff, then you can come in here and readjust it, manually on your dashboard here. Okay. All right. So here we go. This is where your bleach goes. This is your softener. You fill these up, and the machine is automatically going to dispense them when the time comes. The load and go does not work unless you have this dispenser full. Okay, this is your load and go dispenser. You just fill it up, and when the time comes, the machine dispenses the amount of detergent that's necessary. Otherwise, I would suggest that you just put the detergent inside the hopper like old days. Okay, now you're going to, the load and go is right here. Okay, we'll press that. It tells you dispenser disabled. Okay, so it's not going to work. You're going to want to set up these bottom buttons ahead of time. Okay, so then even if you're using these top buttons, there's settings on the bottom button that are going to be in effect. Fabric softener. Okay, if the fabric softener isn't going in, then it's because you got it on off. Okay, so you want to make sure your fabric softener is on by pressing this button. Deep water, set your water. A lot of you are out there saying the agitator isn't working right and it doesn't have a center agitator, so the water level is very important on this machine. So I set mine for auto to make sure, that the agitator and all is going to work properly. Because if there's too much water, it's not going to agitate right. If there's not enough water, it won't agitate right. Okay, so I set mine on auto just to keep it simple. Now, there's some people out there saying it's not agitating right. Well, the only thing I can think of is that you have your water level set for a certain water level, and it's filling to that level, and it's the wrong level. It's not agitating right. So to avoid all that, set it on your auto. Spin, okay? If your clothes aren't spinning properly, you got to check this out because you got fast, you got off. If it's on off, you're in trouble. So you're going to set your spin speed for the appropriate. I like it on fast because I want it to close dry as possible so I don't have to waste money on drying them. Temperature of the water right here. I like mine cool because my clothes shrink a lot. So you're You're going to set your temperature of the water, okay? Cold, cool, warm, hot. Tap water is whatever the temperature of your tap water is, that's what it's going to be, okay? I like mine on cool. All right? Soil. My clothes are always dirty, as you see in my video, so it's on extra heavy. But if you want it on a different one, keep pressing the button until it goes to where you want it. I keep mine on extra heavy. Delay start. Delay start, you can delay it as many times as you want, okay? It's 1 hour, 2 hours, 8 hours. Goes all the way up to 12. Pre-soak. Okay? You want to set your pre-soak. I got mine for off. So you want to set it for how many minutes you want. It's going to fill up. And it's going to pre-soak for that amount of time and then start washing. I don't really pre-soak my stuff, so. Extra rinse. You want an extra rinse? There you go. It's on or off. Okay? So if you're having an extra rinse and you don't want one, you got to come here, press the button, and turn it off or on. More options. Okay, more options. You're going to have your favorite cycle. Favorite cycle cannot be set unless you're on the app and you set it up there, like I told you in the beginning. Set that up, and it'll go to that every time unless you have some different clothes. Usually if you're washing something different, you're going to take notice, and you can set everything different the way you want it, okay, at that point in time, okay? Everybody at this point should know that you press this button, okay, for 3 seconds and the machine will start running, okay? So I've tried to go through the whole thing. I apologize that I cannot run a cycle through because of the water, but you know, it just happens to be at this property and the water's shut off. So I hope I explained everything. Go through it a couple times if you miss it. Okay, the washer it's really a good unit. I like it, but you know, you have to do the initial setup and you have to get familiar with the machine because everything is changing with the internet and with time. And the more knowledge they have on this stuff, it's going to create, you know, more problems for us because we have to learn it. Okay, so I hope this was beneficial to most of you. I know I've had a lot of questions on it. So, you know, if you have any more questions, you can ask them on the app or you can go online. There's a number right under the hood here. Okay, you can check them out there and they'll be happy to answer your questions. Alrighty. Oh, I also didn't cover the water here. This is extra water if you want to rinse off something before you throw it in, or just add some water to let it pre-soak on your own. The machine has a lot of options. So, you know, if you're used to the old mechanical machines, and this is going to throw you for a loop for a while. But believe me, after you use this for a while, you're going to like it. The brush here also is a unique item. Fill this with your favorite, you know, with OxyClean or whatever, and you can use the brush to pre-wash. All right. I'll try to look out for you guys out there. I hope this was helpful to you. Like I said, this is a good machine, and I do like it. You just have to take some time to get to know the thing. It's like meeting a new friend, you know what I'm saying? Like and subscribe, guys. Share the video. This is Mr. Fix-It, and I am out.